Yeah, hey, drop.
Prime Coverage Sports Network. Real coverage, real conversation.
What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Casanova, man, with Primetime College Hoops, man. Flying solo today, man. So hit them comment section, man, and give me some questions and everything. We are live updating you guys on what's going on right now, man. It's crazy day, man. The madness has began, and the madness is here. And right now, Duke is in a dog fight with Siena. It looks like they're going to eke it out. They're up 67-63, about 16 seconds left. Exciting, man. Exciting day, exciting game. We already had an upset. High Point has knocked off Wisconsin. Crazy game. I watched it. Came down to the end. Last 15-second shot was an easy layup, man, to take the lead, and Wisconsin just couldn't get it done after that. This is crazy. Duke is going to survive. Everybody, let me just tell y'all this. Y'all have to understand that this is March Madness time. This is what we are here for. We are in total control right now of everything that's going on. What you're going to watch, what you're going to do, what you're going to say. Understand this. You can never predict. Never, ever predict what goes on in March Madness, though. You can be able to predict everything about your day and everything, control all that. But because of March Madness, man, we are at its mercy. So right now, I got another one game on. We got Vanderbilt and McNeese State. Right now, Vanderbilt's up 63-57. Man, hey, exciting. I want y'all to understand something, though, man. We are here. I think that we're ready, man. I think that we're ready. We're ready, man. This is what we've been waiting for. We've been anticipating this, getting everything going, and just trying to get it moving, man. Of course, I want to give a shout out to my co-host, Wiggs. Shout outs to you, man. Shout outs to Mr. Moneyline, and shout out to the Oracle. Man, I miss you guys, man. Just trying to hold it down for us for today. May have some special guests come on here, and talk a little March Madness, man. I'm not mad about that. I'm hoping that, we can get some guests on the show and see what their thoughts are, because at the end of the day, March Madness, everybody loves it. Everybody loves March Madness. There's not a time where we're sitting here like not wanting to have March Madness, So right now, man, I'm just sitting here and enjoying the day. You understand what I'm saying? Let's enjoy the day. Let's enjoy just the madness of the times, man. Plus, who's y'all Cinderella teams? Whoever's in the chat, let me know who y'all Cinderella teams are. Who do you think gonna be able to, put together some stuff, man? Y'all let me know. Y'all definitely let me know who y'all think is gonna be y'all Cinderella teams, because it's a lot out there. It's definitely a lot out there, and we've seen a lot. So y'all prepare yourselves, man. I want y'all to understand, though, that we are in the midst of it right now, and I'm excited. It's hard for me to keep my thoughts together, man, and everything like that. It's a lot of games going on, too, right now, man, but I'm here with you guys, man. We're going to sit here live and, give you live updates, and live things that's happening. Louisville, I was shocked. Louisville beat USF. Now, I had USF actually winning winning that game. Um, so I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm excited about that though, man. Louisville showed me a lot today because I definitely had them going home today. Once I heard that their star player was out, I definitely had them going home today. I did. I'm not gonna lie to you. But at the end of the day, they didn't. They said, "Hold up, we got it. Watch this," and that's what you're watching from a lot of teams. Listen, Duke, that was a tough game for them, and I'm wondering what's going on. What is going on with Duke today? Because at the end of the day, I thought they were going to be dominant. I did. I had them being one of those teams who are going to dominate throughout and then get to, around the Elite Eight, and then they were going to be in some tough games. But I'm guessing, like I said, you can't predict the madness, so all you can do is sit and watch. Watch everything unfold, man. I'm excited though, man. There's nothing like the first day of the tournament, like the excitement of it, the enjoyment of it. It's nothing like it. It's always a great time, and it's always a joyous occasion. Having multiple games up on multiple screens is any sports fan's dream. I mean, we do it periodically through the regular season of football or basketball or whatever, man. Like, but this time is special. It's just special. Also, we got Michigan State, who is putting hands on North Dakota State, who we kind of thought 37-22 right now. Hawaii has got back into the game against Arkansas because they were down like 24-7 early. Now it's 44. It's 44-34. In the first half. But the next game that's going to come on, I think that's going to be a really good game. It's going to be VCU and North Carolina. Now, that game is interesting. I was talking to somebody earlier about that VCU and North Carolina game because they were asking me, they were saying, man, do you believe in VCU to win this game? And I've been struggling with that game even when I was picking my bracket. I struggled with that game because at the end of the day, I'm thinking, is UNC going to be without their guy, their main guy? Is VCU just one of those tournament teams that come in and wreak havoc? You understand what I'm saying? Because you do have those teams that come in and wreak havoc. I do think that I pick UNC, but I pick UNC strictly based off of the allure of UNC, not because I think they got this advantage and all that kind of stuff. I just picked them purely off them being UNC. I did. Because VCU is, like I said, is a tough out. It's going to be a tough out. But I do feel like at the end of the day, North Carolina, Tar Heels will rise up, and I think they'll get the job done. So, like I said, man, it's going to be a fun day full of madness and sports, man. And I'm ready for it. I'm locked in. I'm sitting here. I'm ready to enjoy this, man. And I hope you guys are too, man. Jay Howe in the comments saying VCU, let's go. I'm not mad at that. I'm nervous about the pick, though. I'm just telling you flat out, I'm nervous about the pick. Just because at the end of the day, the North Carolina is weird. Like, they're weird. They've been an up and down team all year. They haven't been consistent all year. But for some reason, in games they ain't supposed to win, they found a way to win the game. Don't know how. Oh, yeah, Duke did end up winning. What was that? 71-65? Barely. They playing. You want to know why they playing? Because in one of my brackets, I actually picked them to win it. They playing. They know. I picked them to win it in one of my brackets. I did. And another one of my brackets, I got Michigan winning it. But I think it's just tough because looking at if you break down the one seeds in the past that they're gonna have to go, I think that Houston, well, not Houston, but Florida got the toughest one with playing Houston. Houston to me is a tough matchup for Florida just because of the guard play. I think it's going to be tough. So that's going to be a very interesting matchup if we get to that. Like I said, you can't predict the madness. Teams getting upset every day. So, like even now, you watching a team, a 5-12 matchup right now with Vanderbilt right now. And like I said, McNeese. I keep messing up their name. McNeese State. You watching the game with them right now, and they're only up 8. But they were struggling early. They were struggling early, man. So you can't predict what's gonna happen, man. So while we planning and plotting and we got our brackets and everything, man, all it takes is one. All it takes is one to ruin everything. But yeah, man, if y'all just joining me, man, thank you for being here, man. Appreciate y'all. Flying solo today, man. My co-hosts, man, they are out enjoying the madness, man. They getting a little vacay in, so ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm holding it down for y'all. Holding it down. We are here. We are locked in, man. Another great game that I watched, actually to start it off, was TCU and Ohio State. Now that game was a tale of two halves right there. I watched that game. The first half, TCU came out. They were strapping up on defense. They was clipping from distance. TCU just looked like the better overall team. Then the second half happened, and Ohio State looked like the better team, and they fought all the way. But it came down to the last second, and TCU edged it barely. They edged it, and Ohio State ended up losing the game 66-64. TCU is a tough opponent. I told people that if TCU don't get in their own way. The problem is TCU got in their own way in the second half, man. They made that game a game when it didn't need to be a game. That game did not need to be a game. And TCU, I don't know, they playing with their food. I always say that. Do not play with your food, man. Don't play with your food. Never. I do think we got a couple of great games coming on later on, though. One of them, I'm gonna tell you just like this. Yeah, USF folded for me too. They folded for me too, man. I had them on my bracket. I definitely thought they were going to beat Louisville because Louisville was without their best player. So I definitely thought that. Let's look here. Wow, Howard is playing against Michigan. Okay. But the game that I'm looking at right now is Texas versus BYU. I can't wait to see DeBansa tonight. AJ DeBansa. I can't wait to see that. That's a 725. We locking in for that. We definitely locking in for that. And what's it called? Speaking of Houston played tonight. I'm telling you right now, man, we got some good games coming on tonight, man. Got some heavy hitters playing. I want people to look out for Florida. Pay attention to Florida. I think they're in a tough conference. I mean, a tough draw in their conference. But I also think that they might got the toughest two out of anybody. Like the two that they got is probably the best two out of all the twos. Out of all the teams that's second ranked, Houston might be the toughest one. And they threw them in the bracket with Florida. So I think that's gonna be very interesting. You know. Like I said, the madness is going on. So y'all hit the comment section, man. Let me know. Appreciate y'all for being here, man. We always gonna push forward, y'all. No matter what. No matter what, we gonna push forward and do what we gotta do at the end of the day. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all brackets looking like, man. Is y'all brackets busted? Well, what's going on? What's going on? Is your teams out already? How's it looking over there? I know one of my brackets is it ain't over with. It ain't over with. But I do think it's rough, man. It really is. Because at the end of the day, you wasn't predicting that, man, that a lot of these teams that end up losing was gonna lose as far as like who had Nebraska? Not Nebraska, but who had Oh boy, losing. Nebraska. Yeah, not Nebraska, but Wisconsin. My bad. Who had Wisconsin losing? Who had Wisconsin losing today? Not the High Point. I mean, I thought High Point is a tough team, but I did not think Wisconsin was going to lose today. I definitely had Wisconsin winning that. I'm gonna tell you this: the thing that I'm scared of, and I watched this team play last night, Miami of Ohio. They scare me. They scare me from a standpoint as I picked Tennessee. I wish I could change it because if I could go back, I may mess around. I may mess around and pick Miami of Ohio to beat Tennessee tomorrow. I'm gonna be locked into that game. I actually like that matchup. Yeah, I had them losing, man. I did. I had them losing, but I don't know, man. I like the way they played, man. I watched them play last night. It's like my first time watching them actually play a game, not just highlight. I watched them play last night. They can shoot that ball. They can shoot that ball for real. So everybody gotta look at their brackets, man. My bracket is it's over. It's over my bracket as far as having a perfect one. Now I may be able to come back if these other teams get it together and start winning games and start putting it together. You know what I'm saying? But as far as trying to win win the money, I don't know. I don't know. I'm worried about the money. Yeah, Saint Mary's is a tough team. Yep. Saint Mary's is definitely a tough team. VCU is tough, man. All them teams is tough. It's one of those things where if you're looking at your bracket, right? The way I pick an upset in a bracket in the Cinderella team is based off of where they seated at. I always pick a 5-12 to lose, and I always pick 13 to beat a 4. Always. Every year. Every year I'm gonna pick that. The reason being is that formula has never let me down. Now this year, it let me down from a standpoint of the game I picked that was gonna happen in. It didn't happen in. It didn't. I predicted that I thought Troy was gonna beat Nebraska today. I did. I thought Troy was gonna beat Nebraska. I did. And they said, ain't no way. I'm cool. I'm gonna let you down today. And that's what they did. They let me down. They let me straight down. So like I said, I think there's a lot of stuff that we gotta, go through and think about, man. Especially when it comes to, you know, uh, these brackets that we all everybody got, man. I think yeah, because I'm just pulling up mine. Like I said, I always got mine on deck. Always keep your bracket on deck because I always get instant updates. I got an update on everything, and so I'm always paying attention. Because, like I said, we're here for this. This is the best time of the year. It gets no better than this, for real. It really doesn't. The excitement of the first day of the bracket is always the most exciting day of the year because there's so much that's going on, so many things happening, so many moving parts. I'm telling you. Um, I actually think that, like I said, I told y'all the toughest conference to not conference, but side to me is the Florida bracket. I'm looking at their bracket now. Vanderbilt just blew their doors off by like 25. They're in there. You got Clemson, who's going to be a tough out. They're in there. Illinois is a tough out. St. Mary's and Houston, all of them are tough out. I think they're gonna have to go through each other. Like I said, I think they're gonna have to go through each other to get to each other. But they're gonna be some tough games, man. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, hey, the teams that we think gonna get in there and they're gonna win probably won't get in there and win at all. They're probably end up folding up for so like I said, watch where you put your eggs at. And the number one team in the nation taught us that. And Duke, watch where you put all your eggs in that basket. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Let's see. Even even like Duke's bracket. Duke's bracket ain't all that tough. If you're looking at their bracket, they probably got the easiest draw, but they do got UConn in their bracket, which to me is going to be a tough game. Dan Hurley, that game is going to be, you're going to have your work cut out for you that day. You're gonna earn every penny. I promise you. You're going to earn every penny that game. You're going to have to, because them dudes they on their way. If that Elite Eight matchup happens, that's gonna be crazy. So yeah, man. Yeah, y'all. Hey, Duke might win it all. They might. But I just don't be trusting teams that come out the gate with that slow struggling stuff, man. I don't like it. I don't like it. I feel like you can get upset at any point. For real, for real. I just feel like Duke today had an opportunity, to kind of just beat up on some team that's, inferior, clearly. And they didn't. They played with their food. I don't want them to get in the habit of doing that. You get in the habit of playing with your food, best believe somebody gonna come take it. So, yeah, y'all. Hey, look, I understand injuries happen, but you know how it go. You know how I go in the tournament, man. You know how I go. Whatever you got, you got. We were Scott. In the day, if you do, you got what you got, and then you can do about it. So, but yeah, y'all, man. Hope y'all enjoying yourselves out there, man. Always continue to march forward in this March Madness month. Always continue to march forward. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for joining me, man. Real talk. I think that y'all know, y'all did y'all thing. Y'all did y'all brackets. Right now we got Vanderbilt up by 10 with 21 seconds left. Like they're gonna cruise the victory. You got Michigan State up by 20 at half. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at the bracket now, man. Couple of L's on there, man. I'm not gonna lie. The Wisconsin thing hurts. That Wisconsin thing hurt. It hurt for real. It did. Let me see. Look at this. Yeah, because I'm just looking there, bro. Looking at who had it, who didn't have it. Yeah, nah. Mm-mm. That's the only thing about Florida. I hate to play a team who's in my conference in the tournament. I hate it because they know everything about me. I don't like it. I like going against opponents who I don't even know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like going against the no-name schools just because from the standpoint of I can zone out and lock in. It's hard to do it with your brother there and a team who you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, a team who you know, like in your conference. So if you play against a team you know, man, it's just a tough way. It's a tough way for sure. Definitely tough. But yeah, man, I just wanted to pop in real quick, talk to y'all, man, give y'all a little quick little talking to, man. I'm gonna go ahead and go join the madness. I appreciate y'all love and support. Join Primetime College Hoops, man. We are here 5 Eastern every Thursday, man. We're gonna be here, man, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut out of here, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for subscribe to PCSN, please. Thank y'all, man. Real talk. All right, man. This is Kenny Casanova. I'm out. Peace.
Yeah, hey, drop.
Prime Coverage Sports Network. Real coverage, real conversation.